Have you ever been so broke it ain't no time to be racist? Shit, you work for anybody who paying. I love black power, I'm just saying. Just saying. Hunger make you feel confined, and then it's like fuck trying. You gotta show up like a Tesla. That's self-drive. For dough, shit felt like I was stuck in the dumb line. Been wanting monsters walk beside me for us near the pork rinds. Now with that last line, it's like slow down, Hort. You wildin' know. I can take you back with a memory like a Christmas ghost. Overflowing, abundant, and healthy. That's my Christmas toast. Little man confused for a lamb. He a baby goat. Real shit, cause I used to wake up dead broke. Like, nah, yo, this ain't life. I used to wake up dead broke. Like, nah, yo, this ain't right. I used to wake up dead broke. Like, yo, what's up with my past life? It's like I was born a king, but ain't do no charity. So now I gotta ride from the bottom, gotta get it out of my ghetto just to ride in my chariot. Ain't no parallels, so don't do no comparisons. And since you love fucking with Winslow niggas, baby, I'ma call you Harriet.
New season, season 5, politics as usual. We got Colonel Horton in the building, real estate investor, chosen one, ready to hear to drop some knowledge. How you feeling, my man?
Just excited. Everything is good. Energy is all the way up. You know what I mean? Like the timing couldn't be better. Like energy's all the way up. It's all the way up. So it's only right that, you know what I mean? This happened when it happened.
We can spread love, but the rumors spread faster. They like, or how you pass it? David Blaine, magic. I took the game, they ain't pass it. Gave my son the game. He ain't have to take it, I passed it. Tell the truth.
Where did you get the name Colonel Horton?
The Horton always been there. Always been there. Like coming up, just people just always gravitated and said my last name a lot. And then the Colonel just came when I decided I was gonna start doing music. It just came from, just, thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like sitting there, just like meditating on it pretty much. Sitting there letting it, you know what I mean? That just, it came together, like just the Colonel on the Horton, like, it should just fit.
It's a dope name. It's definitely unique. I don't have a recollection of anybody with a name like that. So I'm definitely here for it. You know, the first music artist with a QR code in their music video. Tell us about that. How did that come about?
Yeah. First, I'm gonna be honest. It is a couple rappers out there with the name Colonel though. It is though. Shout out to them. Like it is. Even somebody had a big song a couple years ago. His name was Colonel. So I think I even bumped into him when I was selling CDs. I think I even bumped into him. The name gonna come to me later, but that's what's funny though. It is a couple Colonels out there. It is. About the QR codes, how did they come together? It was an idea that came over time, to be honest. It came over time, like, it started out with, I would say even having a square up reader back in 2010, having a square up reader in 2010 from South by Southwest concert, bumping into somebody and they gave me the idea, and a couple of my friends too gave us the idea of square up back in like 2010 in Texas. So I was aware, I started thinking about that. And then I had a square up card reader in like 2015. I was outside selling CDs in New York with them, swiping cards, you know what I mean, with the square up reader. And then, shout out to, it was a female rapper that was selling CDs down the street. And she used to come up the street, she used to come up the block, and she was like, she seen the square up card reader, she seen the debit card reader, like, word. And she ended up being like, yo, this what I got, like, yo, you could do the QR codes with your music. Like, only a couple people even seen the QR codes because the Blackberries back in like 2010, so like QR codes was just like on your phone at that time. but like, she had that conversation. We had that conversation like probably like 2015, 2016, and the QR code. So shout out to her though, cause the idea of the QR codes, like, I put the music on the QR codes, cause the game was changing. CD players was going. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to her, cause the QR code. So that idea always stuck with me, always stuck. And then for the eventually, I'll probably say 2019, I tried to put it on the video. The idea came to like while I was doing editing one of the videos, like try to do that. So then I tried to do it. I tried to put it on the Profit for Profit freestyle. If y'all check that video out.
Yeah.
I tried to put it on there. And those people seeing me trying to do it on there. On Profit for Profit video, I'm supposed to be coming through the camera. I'm supposed to be coming through the screen like on like Ring and shit. And I kind of learned how to do the effect, but I just, for timing's sake, I just dropped the video without that effect. So I was really supposed to be coming through the camera. You feel me? So boom. I kept with the idea. So then, like y'all see, the QR codes on the. So shout out to her, cause that's how the idea all the way came together. With the idea of the QR codes, how y'all see my flyers with the QR codes, and how I'll just be QRing it up a little bit. You feel me? So yeah. So then shout out to P.A.U Studios, because I started being like, yo, I started seeing things around the net. And I'm like, yo, I need to hurry up and get this out. This needs to be done before it's like, you know what I mean? Before it's done, I need to be on it. So that's what it was. And to be real with you, I'm gonna give y'all a little insight right here. Where it's going now, y'all hearing it first? It's holograms. It's holograms. You heard it first. Holographic shit. That's where it's gonna be. So you hearing it from me right now? Holographic shit. So you be like, what am I working on, and how to, besides the metaverse and like NFTs and all that stuff? You heard it first. Holographic shit. Holograms. Holographic shit. That's where it's going. Holographic shit.
We gonna have a bunch of Tupacs running around, or
just more like whatever bit of information people want to do. It's gonna be holographic, like Star Wars.
Okay.
It's gonna be holographic. Information is gonna be holograms, holographic.
So with that, with everything, the ever-evolving game that we're in, this music and entertainment, always evolving to new markets, new platforms, how do you measure success as an artist?
It used to be a number. I used to have a number, but now it's just impact. It's just impact. With impact, everything else comes. It don't matter.
So that would be, was that measured in like people being like you, or like followers, or views and comments? Like what is the impact today? Like what does that look like?
It'll be what does it look like? That's a good question. What it'll look like? I'll know. You'll know. My page, everything, not just my Instagram page, just things, just the impact will be there. You'll know when it hits a point where they're like, yo, you making an impact. You know.
I think that's a really good answer.
You know, I'll know when I'm getting them right phone calls. I still got some numbers business-wise, like, okay, yeah, that's what's up. Want to hit them numbers, like, but impact. Okay. I don't know. Phone be ringing different. Things will be, it's a little, impact, everything.
That's a good segue into my next question, which is, I see you affiliated with some big names, some really dope people in the industry. DJ Walla, DC Young Fly, Sauce Walker. How do you link up with guys like that, or even get their time to help you push and promote what you got going on?
It was shout outs to all of them. It actually it went both ways. Like some of them I reached out to, and then some of them reached out to me. So that was dope. Like that was dope. Even some other people like reached out. You know what I mean? That's dope.
It feels
like
good,
shout out to Neo. Shout out to Neo too.
Neo?
Yep,
Okay.
shout out to Neo too, yeah.
Great songwriter. Great songwriter.
For real.
You know?
He got some hits, for real.
I think that's really dope. When we talk about impact, like when people, those type of names start reaching out to you, you know you're doing something right. You're doing something right. And just like the previous question, I don't think it comes in necessarily views and whatnot. It's like, or even just necessarily from people that you really know. You know, it's, you make that impact and people start reaching out because they want to get a piece of that cloth that you got.
You get a cloth, and like I said, it was part of me. Sometimes I reached out, and then sometimes from me reaching out, I was able for, I guess other people start reaching out to me because I started, getting different eyes on it.
Found out one day transactions made my world change. And I ain't been the same since that day. Kyrie's got me feeling like I'm dropping 23 and 19 on a night. And the mentors hitting right.
What do you think is the easiest way to lose?
Turnovers. I'll probably say turnovers. Turning it over. Giving out more opportunities for things to go wrong than it has to. Turnovers. That's the easiest way to lose. But the quickest way to lose is to quit.
How do you gain new fans as an artist?
Doing this right here. That's pretty much it. Like doing stuff like this, and now's the time to present the work and all that stuff. So doing stuff like this, and and really getting on them different playlists and stuff like that. Like really just getting the music out there. Everything else is kind of secondary. That'll come later. Like now it's just about getting the music to people, and that's it.
You've been in the game for a while. What would you say is the toughest obstacle you faced so far in the game?
The toughest obstacle? It was always me. Toughest obstacle was always myself. It was always, see, you only gonna, and it's, I'm getting off a lot of, but see, that's because I fuck with y'all. I'm getting off a lot. This is like real wealthy people talk. Like this is like, you know what I mean? Like can't be giving it out to everybody, but it was just every. All right, boom. I put it like this. I always was like taking my strides and doing my thing, or attempting to grow and get more momentum and things like that. I would say though, when I say it was always myself. Okay, graduated. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, I figured out that you're only gonna get what you allow yourself to get, type shit. So like, you only gonna talk to the women that you tell yourself you could talk to. You feel me? You're only gonna drink the drinks that you tell yourself that you deserve to drink. So it's like, you gotta graduate yourself type shit. Like, you have to be the one that says like, all right, the price is this today. Nobody's really gonna tell you, it's very unlikely. Or by the time somebody does tell you, it might be way too long in the game. Nobody's gonna tell you like, raise the price, stuff like that. You feel me? You're only gonna get what you graduate and tell yourself you're gonna get. or what you feel like you really could get, type shit. So once I learned that, once I got myself out the way, it ain't about nothing.
How have you managed to incorporate being a real estate investor into your overall message as an artist?
Like I was saying earlier, it wasn't really, because it's like something that I really do and I really like got a passion for. It really wasn't that hard, you know, and that's what I'm here to do, is to like, I'm one of the people that push things forward. I'm one of the people that push it forward. Like, when I heard Hov with the 444, I'm like, there it go. Because I was already, like, yeah, I was already on that, rapping about already on that. You feel me? And then he did it with his platform, and that's what it is. That's dope, because that's how we're expanding. You know what I mean? That's how the game is expanding. The game is growing, and we're pushing forward. And certain things, certain old energies is out. Like, old energies as far as, like, not age number wise, but old energies, like certain thought forms and certain patterns and what is what and what we, you know, our approach. It's like that's certain things are starting to really, you know, die out, which is amazing. Yeah, it's amazing.
How can the people reach you? How do they get in contact and stay in contact?
The IG is the best place.
What's your handle?
The real Colonel Horton. I got the Twitter. It's COL_Horton. You know, but you know, the socials, like, I do them. I have the socials, you know, because I do music. You know what I mean? But that's, you know what I mean? That's not per se my thing per se. But yeah, IG, like, that's a good way to, like, just say that. And you'll see stuff all the time on there. You'll see stuff all the time.
And I assume they can also stream everything on all platforms. The Colonel Horton got that Pearl Harbor. We got Pearl Harbor. We got Rumors. Is Rumors on all platforms?
Rumors is on all platforms. I got
Decisions.
Well, even his story is history. Like, the whole mixtape is on, you know, livemixtape.com, audiomac.com. Like, when they say all platforms, I got it tape on there. About to drop another tape. It's gonna be all on there, as well as all the, you know, iTunes and Spotify and stuff like that. Like, you could just really look at it on there, like, full body of work.
P.A.U Studios, shooting everything. Movie status.